When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down, 10 too soft. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. General West, go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
6-6,
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
10 logo. You draw Porter.
They'll run on first down. It's McGee, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Look at me. Go.
2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Watch the out. Check 9. Protein spill. Smooth.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go on.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go, set. 80 weapon, 60 outlaw.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Jay, wahoo. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Greystone, grab it. Rock it.
Slam.
Hit it.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. 266 bullet high.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. 54.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Go. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4th. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Leo.
Rush in. Rush in.
Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Catch is made by Hurd.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
2-18, chop, 5.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that takes us from second to third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's get that ball. No.
Greystone, travel.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, high 7.
Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, Delta.
54.
Let's go.
Check.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Set. 60 outlaw.
In your face.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. In for the sack, Deion Jones. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Alert 3.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Haywood.
29.
Hard. Bam.
Screen. Got the screen.
Peek it.
Now.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Right there, right there. 54 miles.
Now!
He'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get there. Switch.
Protein spill. Squeeze. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Coleman on the draw. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ready! 90 Wolf. 61 Matchbox Lights. Move. Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. His pass caught at the 4. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. And Martin's got it, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Complete to number 81. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Ready?
Mike 29. Let's go.
Chopper! Shoot!
On the draw play, Coleman. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, what a 360. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
You draw Porker. Hey, exit.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pilot, 64, weak.
He's checking. Crash.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 29. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
X3, 218, chopper. Gone.
He'll look to throw. This is Coleman with a grab. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. The 46-yard line.
Watch the ship. Ship.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Look at me. Zip.
Now back to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like. as he's up to the 12. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready.
This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down.
Kill.
22-jet bomber. Hey! Fight!
A run here with Armstead. And an alley to run. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, lock it! Go! Shoot!
They'll give it back to Armstead. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Go!
Back to throw here. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Yep.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike 29. Danny.
6-6. Pull it high. Leo.
Shoot.
On first down, Coleman. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Brings up second and 7 at the 14-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Sam off.
Twist. Hey.
You're out.
Check four. He's coming.
Protein spill.
He's coming. Double up. Check 3.
Down.
They will run again with Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Got it.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
64. Weak. Hard.
Hey, check 24. Switch.
Ready.
Here's Coleman. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches.
Let's go, defense.
It's a quarterback sneak. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
54, right there, right there. 50.
Go.
It's coming this way, here we go, here we go.
2nd and 14. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag is a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, pesto, if you wanna come, let's